So, first time out at Oulton Park, driving freely. Now we're going to go into race suspension, but not race transmission. We're just going to take it easy. This is a very scary circuit. I've done the 4 sighting laps, and it's actually quite a scary circuit to me in some places. I watched a few videos about it last night, track critiques from professional channels like Driver 61. So I've seen a bit about how to do it, but I don't take it all in until I'm actually doing something. So this is still an experience, but there's a lot of bits here where I kind of think, oh, that's a potential trouble spot, I would say. So it did rain just a little bit when we arrived, but it stopped raining now. It's supposed to clear up through the day. I've already got my racing boots on because I just feel more comfortable driving the car on a circuit in the boots. No more trainers, I just don't feel enough of the brakes. And this is a circuit where I want to feel the brakes. That's just like the carousel at Nürburgring, but without the odd tarmacy bit. Yeah, I'm quite nervous about this track. Like I say, my first time here, and it's interesting. There's a lot of blind bits. I mean, like this bit here, yes, there's a sign saying, hey, there's a little chicane coming up, but it's still very, very blind. And the thing is, this is also a very narrow circuit. It is very similar to the Nürburgring in terms of size, blind bits, and just general feeling. I mean, it even looks like it to a degree. There's all the trees and stuff. This is a corner here where I feel like this is going to be a very easy one to misjudge and make a real hash of it. Yeah, this is the corner here where I think it could be very easy to misjudge. The camber, the bend. So you've got a blind crest here. Yeah, see this is the bend, I think. Very easy to misjudge. And just the way you come through it there. To be fair, one of the videos I watched last night was someone recording their tutorial laps. So they were on a track day, obviously, having the tutorial laps that you can buy. Typically when you're on a track day, you can get tuition. And he was recording that. And there was 2 laps in a row where the guy was coming in way too fast for that corner, and he said to him, brake, slow down. And the guy was like really slow to respond. And you could tell, from the sound that he was like, oh, yeah, shit. And the instructor just goes, yeah, I knew that. So that makes me very, very cautious about that bend. I think that's the trouble with watching something someone else is doing as well. Yeah, you learn a bit about it, but also you learn the things where you think, oh yeah, I want to be really careful of that. And you find that, the way you drive, it's actually not that bad. I want to try and follow the 3 amigos. I want to follow the line that this guy takes. So he's over to the right, brakes, crosses over the thing, which I'm not going to do. See, that chicane I think isn't so bad. It's this other one. It's this other one. And I need to be close enough to someone to see how they tackle it. But I think you need to swing in hard here, over to the right, and then fast out like that. No, that's wrong. See, I'm getting a bad exit. I've been told to stay away from the curbs today. They're very difficult on track limits. Also in the tutorials and whatnot that I was watching last night before coming here, there was comments about, not messing up your car by going over the curbs. Some of them are very high. I think from all the videos I watched last night, there's only like 2 sections that really are recalling in my mind. This being one of them. Like brake. Don't accelerate until you're done with the curve, with the crest there. Or it might have been another bit, because there is some very similar bits. There's like 2 chicanes, 2 hairpins. Whereas most circuits you drive on in the UK have only got like 1 of each of those. 1 hairpin. It's quite cool actually. You can see over to the rest of the circuit over there. It's nice visibility. You can see the main road. You can see the main road on some parts of the circuit. Although I say I'm scared of it, it's a nice circuit in terms of feeling of things to look at. Not that you're here to look at stuff. There's something about it. A lot of people really like this circuit, and I can see why. It's scary, but I can see why people like it. It is kind of like a little Nürburgring. I think a lot of people have been here before, and that's going to make this not as fun an experience because I have no experience on this circuit. And when you're on a circuit with no experience, with loads of people that have experience, it's very intimidating. When you're getting overtaken and forced aside a lot, it does put you off your flow and make things a bit nerve-wracking. Certainly for me anyway, for me. Oh, that's got some sound. It's quite busy as well. There's some decent cars here. We've got a McLaren, I think it's a 765. It's like a 720 or a 765. It's one of the longer ones. I'll let these two cars go. There's a Honda Civic Type R coming up behind me. I'm gonna let him go as, oh, blimey. There's a Porsche Cayman, I think it was. Other than that, I mean, it's like Audi TTs that are done up in this Martini livery. There's 3 of them that I've seen. There's some Caterhams, there's some little hatches that are done up with racing liveries.